Welcome to LearnCAST the podcast where students lead a conversation on sustainability, science, and real-world impact. Today, we kick off episode of Talking Trash, Saving Watts, your go-to show for practical, powerful, and sometimes messy talks about making our world a greener place. Hosting the show are two passionate young advocates who are turning everyday school experiences into lessons on environmental change. Meet Lian Dayao, curious, creative, and committed to making eco-action cool. And Daryl Dizon, sharp, energetic, and always ready to turn a problem into a project. Together, they're breaking down what sustainability really looks like in the classroom, at home, and across our communities.
Welcome to another episode of Talking Trash, Savin Watts. Keep it clean, keep it green.
That's where we explore how small changes make a big impact. Again, I am Lian Dayao.
I am Daryl Deason, and today we've gathered a special group of guests to discuss something we all encounter every day. The way we manage waste and conserving energy has serious implications on students' health, productivity, and overall learning environment.
You, our guest for today, Miss Holinat Bayan, a high school teacher from HBIS. Welcome, Miss Bayan.
Hello to all the listeners of LearnCAST PH. Thank you for having me here in your podcast. I am excited to be here and talk about something that's so relevant to all of us.
What are we waiting for? Let's dive in.
Let's start with the first question. Does your school currently experience environmental problems? How does your school address that problem?
Yes, we have. And we created an organization that gives us information and solves problems regarding waste management.
Do you think students are aware about the organization promoted by your schools to address waste management, ma'am?
Oh yeah, they are aware. In fact, there are many students who are part of our organization. They are actively participating in different proposals and projects for waste management.
We are curious, Miss Bayan. How about the role of waste management in the school setting? Do you think it affects or benefits students?
For me, waste management or the lack of it can be distracting, especially when classrooms are littered with trash or when there are not enough bins around the schools for recycling and composting. Obviously, it affects the students' focus and it does not create an ideal learning environment for both the teacher and the students. Plus, a messy classroom or school grounds can contribute to higher stress levels, which is not great for students' mental health or their ability to learn effectively.
Ma'am Bayan, let's point out the real problem here. You said earlier that there is still such a thing as lack of waste management in your school. What do you think is the real problem here?
That is a good question. I think the real problem is the one who benefits.
The one who benefits? What do you mean by that, Miss Bayan?
Yes, the beneficiary of our organization is the reason why waste management has become a serious matter in our school.
How sad. You know what, partner? That is the reality. If someone shows care to the environment, there is also someone who will destroy it.
Correct, partner. And before we get emotional here, let's ask another question to Miss Bayan.
Okay, Miss Bayan, aside from waste management, are there any issues or problems your school is facing right now?
I think one of the problems we're facing right now is the problems when it comes to energy conservation.
Another serious matter we must discuss today.
before we finally dive into the issue regarding energy conservation, let's have a short break. We will be right back. This is
Saving lots, waste less, live more, and learn CAST PH. Again to
Talking Trash, Saving Watts, Keep It Clean, Keep It Green.
Miss Bayan said a while ago that energy conservation is one of the major problems of their school.
Correct, partner. I think this is also my problem at home, huh?
You should listen carefully for this.
Yes, partner. Okay, so before we get lost into the real topic, let's have Miss Bayan again.
Bayan, how do you know that energy conservation has become one of the problems in your school?
10 years of teaching, I observed that most of the students forgot to turn off the lights in the classroom after class.
True, Miss Bayan, especially when they are excited to go home.
Another question, ma'am. What do you think will be your contribution or role to save energy in the school?
As a teacher, it is our responsibility to take action and properly educate our students about conserving energy, including turning off lights, computers, and other electronics when not in use. I always believe that a teacher, as a second mother of the students in school, can make the biggest contribution to the development of students' environmental discipline and cleanliness.
Ayan, will you please specify what could be the benefit of energy conservation to those students who are currently listening to us?
To all the listeners, by saving energy, it will provide students with better lighting, ventilation, and insulation, which can improve the overall comfort of classrooms. This helps students enhance concentration, reduce fatigue, and promote overall well-being, contributing to improved academic performance.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Miss Bayan.
Great, or it is truly great to have you the information from the professional teacher because they're the one who are exposed and experience all the real situation of the school environment.
Thank you so much, Miss Bayan, for joining us today and sharing your thoughts. It's clear that waste management and energy conservation in school setting is more than just a matter of cleanliness and saving energy. It's about creating a healthier and more productive environment for everyone.
Listeners, thank you for tuning in. Remember, the next time you see a piece of trash on the floor or an open light when not in use, think about how it affects your schools and your community. Let's all do our part to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Until next time, this is LearnCAST PH.
Voices of NY Wise.